Jai Gurudev, Om Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om. So, good evening, everyone, for this lovely session of our Mandala Vaatika live session. Every last Sunday of the month, we have this session. So, very nice to see you all. I see some old faces here. Hi, Tony. How are you doing? I see Jyotsna. Welcome. You're always there. Whenever I have a talk on any subject, you're there. So nice indeed. We have Aloise. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That is so nice. We have Hema, we have Sachit, we've got Dr. Nandakishore, Snehal, Garima, Unnati. We have Bhamini. Oh, hi. Wonderful, wonderful to see you all. Mani has joined us now. All great. So we have a good house for a Sunday um, evening, and I'm so glad because this is the one that we are going to have before Navratri. So it is nice that we reconnect on this. So there was a very interesting question that I came across, and this actually came from Deva in the US. And Deva and me normally chat between 3 and 4 in the morning, early morning India time. So he usually has various questions he likes to toss at that hour. And somehow I seem to be able to answer them at that hour. Don't ask me how. So his question was something very interesting. So he said, how can I be innocent and intelligent at the same time? So the question comes basically because I keep on repeating again and again. मैं बार बार बताता रहता हूं कि बोलापन कितना मुख्य है ये तंत्र में. How it is so important that we should retain our innocence while doing Mandala Vaatika. So Mandala Vaatika, the tattvas are there, they are ready, they are programmed to come to your life and do everything that they are programmed, that is, give you all the good things in life. तत्व जो है वो इंतजार में है आपकी इनविटेशन के लिए, क्योंकि वो आके आपकी जिंदगी में जो उनका प्रोग्राम है, माने कि मानवता के लिए जो भी अच्छे अच्छे चीज है सब देने के लिए वो उपस्थित है, वो इंतजार कर रहे हैं हमारी फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट के लिए. सो लेकिन जब हम इसको एक भोलापन की भाव से, when we do this with a space of innocence, then the response is immediate. The response is immediate. है ना? तो जब हम एक भोलापन की भाव से उनको बुलाते हैं तो तुरंत आ जाते हैं, है ना? वैसे तो आ ही जाते हैं, लेकिन अपना जो फिल्टर्स है, अपनी जो जजमेंट्स है, पहले उनको पार करना पड़ता है उसको, ताकि वो लोग मैनिफेस्ट करें जो उनका प्रोग्राम है. प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द डिफिकल्टी ऑफ द तत्व. द तत्व विल मैनिफेस्ट द मोमेंट यू डू मंडला वाटिका, but then it will first have to wade through many filters you are carrying, many expectations that you have, many judgments you have, which take away from your innocence. When you're born, everybody is innocent. जब हम पैदा होते हैं, जन्म लेते हैं इस पृथ्वी में, तो हर एक बच्चा जो है वो भोलापन के भाव में ही पैदा होता है. यू आर बॉर्न विथ इनोसेंस. लेकिन अपनी एक्सपीरियंसेस, अपनी कर्म, अपनी जो कंडीशनिंग होता है उसकी वजह से बहुत सारे फिल्टर्स आ जाते हैं. तो आई कीप इंसिस्टिंग, गो बैक टू इनोसेंस. मतलब कॉन्शियसली ड्रॉप एक्सपेक्टेशंस. तो हम लोग जो है मंडला वाटिका करते हैं तो हमारा कहीं ना कहीं एक इच्छा होता है, सिद्धि विनायका प्लीज कम, हमारी लाइफ में बहुत ऑब्स्टिकल्स है, उसको निकालो. एक्चुअली ये एक्सपेक्टेशन रखने का जरूरत ही नहीं है. देयर इज नो नीड टू कीप दिस एक्सपेक्टेशन दैट व्हेन सिद्धि विनायका कम्स ही विल रिमूव माय ऑब्स्टिकल्स, बिकॉज हिज प्रोग्राम इज लाइक दैट. व्हेन यू ओपन ऑन योर लैपटॉप और योर मोबाइल फोन, when you open a program, let us say you open a Word document, you open Microsoft Word is programmed. You don't open that and say, please, Microsoft, please make sure that my word works, or please make sure that I can write a letter, or I can compose something on word. You don't ask because it is given. Microsoft khulega to Microsoft will operate. So the moment you open Microsoft Word, the program opens and you do everything that the program is programmed to do. Similarly, when tattvas enter your life, they will do what they are programmed to do. There is no necessity for you to say, oh, Varamahalakshmi, I'm going to do Mandala Vatika for you. Please bless me with the 8 wealths, 8 abundances that I need in my life. I don't have too many friends. I don't have this. I don't have that. Please come and give me all this. You don't have to ask. They are programmed. The moment they come, they are programmed. So when we lose that innocence of calling a friend just for the sake of having the friend with you, then Mandala Vatika will still operate, but it takes some effort for the tattva to clear all those filters that you have so that you can see what it is manifesting. Many a times it happens, and this is a rahasya. See, many a time you will do Mandala Vatika. Okay, and this is the experience many people have shared with me. बहुत सारे लोग हमें डायरेक्ट मैसेज में भेजते हैं कि मैंने मंडला वाटिका पूजा किया, फिर कुछ नहीं हुआ, nothing happened. They say, I did Mandala Vatika, nothing happened. What has happened is the tattvas have worked, but your filters cannot see what they have done because you're still caught up in your own filters. So many times it happens, you think that they have not done, but after some time you realize what you thought nothing happened, actually many things happened in the background, and you're only able to see it in hindsight when you're able to take out those filters and say, Arey, all those things actually happened. I didn't see it at that time. है ना? ये अनुभव बहुत लोगों का है कि मंडला वाटिका काम तो किया है. Tattva has come, done the programming, it has created for you what it is supposed to do. But your filters don't allow you to see it. Or sometimes you say, I did Mandala Vatika, but something even more difficult happened. No, it is not like that. The tattvas are actually doing the work. What you think that they didn't do, actually they were doing. So there is a lot of these kind of things that happen. Anyway, going back to the question of Deva, his question was, how do I remain innocent but also intelligent? Because the other thing that I speak about Mandala Vatika, not just in Mandala Vatika, but my own exploration of truth, ultimately, of course, you have to have grace. Gurudev ka to zarurat hai hi. I mean, without Gurudev, nothing will happen. But even with Gurudev in your life, that yukti which comes through fine intelligence, है ना, वो एक बुद्धि जो होता है, intelligence जो होता है, ultimately that is the sword which will free you from the judgments that you have. All these filters can be removed only when you have that sword of knowledge or sword of intelligence, है ना? So his question was, how can I be innocent at the same time? How can I be intelligent? So my answer here is, मेरा उत्तर ये है कि आप बुद्धिशाली और भोला दोनों हो सकते हैं. Why is it exclusive, mutually exclusive? It is actually, if you see, innocence is an aspect of intelligence. See, you take Gurudev. See, Gurudev, he is such an intelligent person. He has answer to everything. He has so much of intelligence, so much of yukti, so much of everything, that all the aspects of intelligence he has. But at the same time, Gurudev is probably the, and why probably? Gurudev is the most innocent person that I have met in my life. एंड आपका भी अनुभव यही रहेगा. गुरुदेव में जो बोलापन है वो तो अद्भुत है. इट इज unimaginable how innocent he can be, yet he is intelligence. So in society, हमारी जो समाज है उसमें हम लोग we make the mistake of confusing cunningness, ambitiousness, wanting to come first in the rat race. All these things, strategizing, and being cunning, how to push people, how to pull the rug under people, manipulating. Sometimes these are confused with intelligence. But in life, you have seen, do these persons really, are they intelligent, or are they actually just digging their own grave? क्या वो सच में बुद्धिशाली है क्या, जो मैनिपुलेट करते हैं, जो कन्निंग होते हैं, जो दूसरों को डाउन करके रखते हैं, जो ये सब जो करते हैं, क्या ये लोग सच में बुद्धिशाली है क्या? नहीं. Actually, if you ask me, all these traits of manipulating, putting down people, climbing on people, being first in the rat race, that cunning, trickery, all these, it is stupidity. It is actually stupidity, because these people can never ever find the truth of happiness. It may appear in short term they have achieved something. Maybe they have come first. Maybe they got the employee of the month award by putting down everybody. Maybe. Who cares? But none of the people who manipulate other people, you can call intelligent. You can call them cunning. You can call them manipulative. You can call them, negative ambition. You can call them as matlabi people. That means for everything there is an agenda in their mind. But that is not intelligence. Intelligence is when you know and believe that the tattvas will take care of you. When you know and believe that the Guru Tattva, the ultimate teacher, and we have one in a human form, when you know that Guru Tattva will take you across all the Maya and help you surf the Maya, that is intelligence. And that can only come when I am innocent. जब मैं भोला रहता हूं, मेरे अंदर भोलापन की भाव है, तभी ये बुद्धि एक्सप्रेस होएगा. क्या बुद्धि? बुद्धि वो समझ कि ये जो गुरु तत्व है, ये गुरु तत्व के द्वारा सारे देवी देवताओं की तत्व जो है मेरी जिंदगी में आके मुझे बेहद खुशियां देगी. ये समझ जो है, दैट इज इंटेलिजेंस, नॉट मैनिपुलेटिंग, कन्निंग. You have people in your life. They think they are very intelligent because they are trying to exploit you. But do you think they are intelligent? No. You don't think they are intelligent because they are exploitative. When you are exploitative, can you be innocent? No. See, when you have somebody in your life who is helping you without any expectation, the person is doing it because there is innocence in the transaction. I don't want anything from you. I am coming into your life just to help you. Such a person, you will always think, my God, what an extraordinary individual this is. Just look at his intelligence. He knows so many things, but still he has time to help me. गुरुदेव does that. हम हर एक का जिंदगी में जो है गुरु क्या किया है अपने को पता है. एक एक डिवोटी को पता है गुरु का महत्व क्या है. लेकिन क्या गुरुदेव ने ये किया कि एक्सपेक्टेशन रख के तुम ये करेगा तब मैं ये करूंगा? इज दैट अ ट्रांजैक्शन बिटवीन गुरुदेव एंड यू? नो. इट इज जस्ट ए अनकंडीशनल help that comes because he is the embodiment of innocence. There's no expectation. It's just an innocent transaction. Like if you see two children playing with each other, you will see suddenly one child will give something to the other child. It is done without any expectation. Just like that. So this just like that is a very important quality that we are exploring. And therefore, ये मैं बताना चाहता हूं कि बुद्धिशाली या इंटेलिजेंस जो हम बोलते हैं, ये इंटेलिजेंस और भोलापन ये कोएग्जिस्ट हो सकता है. दोनों साथ साथ रहते हैं क्योंकि भोलापन एक अंश है अपनी इंटेलिजेंस का. Innocence is an aspect of intelligence. And if you understand this and you just see the example of our Pujya Gurudev, you will realize that innocence and intelligence coexist. In fact, they have to. There is no choice. If you are really intelligent in life, you will become innocent. Because actually, there is nothing for us to do. We go with the flow. In Murugan Mandala Vaatika, I talk at length about Saravana Bhava. Saravana. Vana is Nava. If every moment in my life, every moment is a new moment, that is the forest of reeds where Shanmukha was born. If every moment in my life I renew and become new, Nava. Saravana is Nava. Navarasa. Actually, Saravana is Navarasa. It's actually, when you read it the other way, it is Navarasa. So what is Navarasa? It is having that ras every moment new. Every moment is new. It is filled with ras. That is innocence. That is innocence, because there you actually see the power of innocence. You can also see, you can see people who are manipulative, दबा के आपको दबा के सामने आ रहा है. There are people, आज you introduce a close friend of yours to them. Next day you will see they have hijacked your friend. They will not even acknowledge you. They will not even say, thank you for introducing me so and so. नहीं, वो friend को लेके hijack कर देते हैं. You give them a contact. Sales में पता होएगा, management में पता होएगा. You give somebody, one of your colleagues, a contact. Next, you know, he has hijacked the contact. Is that intelligence? कहां तक चलेगा वो? How long will it take you, that kind of manipulativeness? It will not take you anywhere. So, to answer Deva's question, I hope I have done justice to Deva's question. Innocence and intelligence coexist. In fact, there is no other way. Garima here has put a comment. I did Mandala Vaatika during COVID, but the results are coming post June this year, nearly after 3 years. Jai Gurudev. It happens. What the tattvas may see, the tattvas are programmed. The moment they come into your life, they are programmed to do what they are supposed to do. But what happens is that unless and until our filters are dissolved, we don't see what they are. If you are just innocent, if you bring them without any expectation, okay, I am stuck, I am stagnating in my life. Huh? I am stagnating in my life, and I have invited Durga Devi. I've invited Durga Devi. And she is the queen of chaos. Aake sab hila degi. Mandala Vatika I have done 1 mahina, 2 mahina, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Nothing is happening. I'm still stagnating. Did the Devi come? Did I call her properly? All these questions will come. Be rest assured, this course, Mandala Vatika, is one of the finest offerings from Gurudev. 21st century packaging. You don't have to do anything. Just do the Mandala Vatika. The tattvas are working, but you may not be able to see what is happening because they are also first doing some cleanup for them to act. If you are innocent, there is no need for cleanup. Instantly they will manifest. But if there is lot of kachra, first they have to do the cleanup and then they will manifest for you. Varna, if they are manifesting, you can't see. So that is the reason why we say, when we do with innocence, it's the most powerful way of doing it. So how do I become innocent? Many people ask this question. The first principle of innocence is to say to yourself, I am going to do Mandala Vatika. I have no expectation. मुझे कोई भी एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं है, मैं मंडला वाटिका कर रहा हूं. ये पहला कदम है. दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ गोइंग बैक टू इनोसेंस. Condition yourself, because always there will be expectation. But you say to yourself, no, I am not going to have expectation. It is like make it till you fake it. I mean, so fake it till you make it. है ना? At least you fake it. At least say to yourself, I don't have expectation. This is the first step, baby step. When the result happens, automatically you will start becoming more and more innocent, because you know the power of being innocent. That will take you on the path. But what is the first step? The first step is to fake it. I don't have any expectation. Tattvas will come, they will do what they are programmed to do. I don't have any expectation. I am just inviting a friend. मैं अभी Facebook पे एक friend request भेज रहा हूं. I am sending a friend request. Friend is going to come. I have no expectations. Tell yourself that. Fake it. Even if you don't believe it, tell yourself that I don't have any expectation. This is the first step. So my simple way is fake it till you make it. है ना? गुरुदेव बोलते हैं ना, smile. Even if you are feeling sad, smile. Because once you start smiling and all those muscles send signals to your brain to release some serotonin and make you feel happy, once you experience that, you will start smiling automatically. But till such time, it is okay. We can fake it. There is no issue with that. Yeah. So this is very important. ये बहुत ही important है कि हम मंडला वाटिका में एक भोलापन की भाव से हम अपनी तत्वों को इन्विटेशन देके उनको हमारी जिंदगी में मैनिफेस्ट करना. इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी मस्ट यूज इनोसेंस as the fundamental platform. Once we do that, everything else will come to play. The second thing that I wanted to discuss today was, lot of people have lot of questions about Mandala Vatika course, which they will keep putting in the group. है ना? But I want to show you first. Let me share screen. Now, when we go to our Mandala Vatika, okay, and if I open, so if I open my test press, so people who are registered recently, you have this platform, which is the test press platform. And you can see here you have the 4 Mandala Vatika course for freshers, 4 Mandala Vatika course for bundle course for our repeaters, and all that we have. Yeah. Now, here we have a we have a course here called, in this any chapter, if you click, okay, the first one that you will get is frequently asked questions, FAQ. Ye, first of all, before going to Durga Mandala Vatika, Siddhivinayaka Mandala Vatika, Murugan Mandala Vatika, and all these things, Hana Varamahalakshmi and all that, first is go to this frequently asked questions. Hana? It is a PDF, and if you put view, it will open and it will give you all the things it will give you. So all the frequently asked questions will come here. Okay. And if I start with page 1, it is the introduction. Okay. So here you can see prerequisites for Mandala Vatika, getting started with the course, drawing and geometry, viewing the video recordings, Mandala Vatika Pushpa Puja preparation, questions on Durga Mandala Vatika, all these things will be there. You know, whatever are basic questions that you have, all these questions will be there. So if you go that, if you keep scrolling, you will get number of all these. How do I get started on a course? Then how do I draw Metatron's cube? Okay. How do I do this? How do drawing and geometry? What happens if I can't find A3 size, or if the A3 size is too small? What do I do? All the things I have given here. Yeah. Everything is there. You know, everything that normally you will ask, all these are there. When we go to test press also, the same PDF is there in frequently asked questions. Okay. Before you do any other Mandala Vatika, right on top, you have this FAQs, and you can go here, and then here it's not scrolling, but you can go to next, and like that 17 pages are there. So before asking question without going through FAQ, you know, if you go through FAQ, it will make your life so much easier. Yeah, so much easier it will make your life. Yeah. So Deepa asks, Jai Gurudev, want to know if there is a mandala for the Guru? For sure there is a mandala for the Guru. In fact, Gurudev is slowly taking us in that direction. There is a Guru Mandala. Yeah. There is a Guru Mandala Vatika. And maybe, I mean, I'm just second guessing our master. We should never second guess our master, but I'm just second guessing. The next mandala which he has blessed, which is Saraswati Mandala. Saraswati Mandala is about learning, about knowledge, about education, real education. There is such a beautiful Mandala Vatika it is. Saraswati Mandala Vatika may be a precursor. माने कि वो बेस बना रहे हैं. Gurudev may be making the base. I am not saying he is, but he may be making the base, giving us the Mandala Vatika of the goddess of learning. है ना? सरस्वती मंडला वाटिका शायद इसके लिए हमें दे रहे हैं गुरुदेव, अभी ब्लेस किया है उन्होंने. आफ्टर नवरात्रि आई विल अनाउंस सरस्वती मंडला वाटिका. एंड this Mandala Vatika may be the base he is creating to ultimately take us to the Guru Mandala Vatika. It may be. So it is very much possible that that could be his, but again, we never second guess our master. Yeah. For Rahu Mahadasha, what to do? How can Mandala Vatika help? What is to be done exactly? Yeah. So this is asked by Sonal. Sonal ji, forget about Rahu Mahadasha. Okay, forget about Rahu Mahadasha. Okay, these dashas will come, these dashas will go. Okay, लेकिन आपकी जिंदगी में, in your life right now, which is the tattva that you think will be of help for you? Are there obstacles? Are you stagnating? Are you lacking courage because you don't have the knowledge? Or are you in want of abundance? One of the four mandalas here definitely will play the role for you. Just go ahead and do it without expectation. Without expectation. You can choose whichever mandala you want, or you can do all four, no problem. But do it without expectation. You are doing Siddhi Vinayaka Mandala Vatika. You know that Siddhi Vinayaka is programmed to remove obstacles. So you invoke Siddhi Vinayaka. But once you have invoked, don't have any expectations. Like that, you can do, you decide. Because there is Rahu Mahadasha, does not mean for Rahu Mahadasha, there is a particular Mandala Vatika. Aisa nahi hai. It is not like that. You see your own life. What is happening to you in your life now, at this moment? आपको क्या जरूरत है, किस तत्व की जरूरत है? Go ahead and do the Mandala Vatika. Don't expect कि तत्व आके ये करेगा. Don't expect that. Yeah. So whatever you have health problems, accident, that means you need protection. If you have health problems, you need health. है ना? So you need health, you have to be protected from accidents. Go ahead and do. There are all the mandalas will do it. Start with Siddhi Vinayaka. If your health is an obstacle, if accidents are obstacle in your course of evolution, let those obstacles be removed now. है ना? So start with Siddhi Vinayaka. Always good to start with Siddhi Vinayaka. Any puja in the Vedas that we do today, without Siddhi Vinayaka, we will not start. Having said that, एक और रहस्य मैं बताऊंगा. आज के जमाने में हम लोग सिद्धि विनायकों को पहले उनको हम आमंत्रित करते हैं, उनका होमा करते हैं, उनका पूजा करके बाकी का पूजा शुरू करते हैं. In today's times, Siddhi Vinayaka is the Tattva who is invoked first before any other puja is done. But you know, it was not like this all the time. About 2000 years ago, the Tattva that even up to 1000 years ago, I will say, between 1000 to 2000 years ago, just like Siddhi Vinayaka, the Tattva who was invoked first, before any other puja was done, any other invocation was done, was Muruga, Kartikeya. You will find records of Kartikeya. Kartikeya was actually the deity who was invoked first. And then all the other deities were invoked. This tradition continues now, even in Far East. If you go to Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Bali, you will still find the Muruga dominating, because that is how it was in India 2000 years ago. But Today, times have changed. According to the times changing, the tattva we are invoking also has changed. And today we are invoking Siddhivinayaka because he is suited for this time. Muruga is also there, but he is suited for something else, not for the beginning. Beginning, we are in our time now. ये समय में अपने को we have to do Siddhivinayaka as the first invocation. But it is not like that. It was that all the time. At different times in the history of mankind, different tattvas assumed that power of being the first to be invoked. Not many know this, actually. ये इसमें एक बहुत बड़ा रहस्य है. Sometime I will speak about it. Yeah. Now, Jai Gurudev, do we have any specific time, day to do the Mandala Vaatika Puja? How many times we can do this? This is asked by Nandakishore. Nandakishore ji, again, if you go through my FAQs, है ना, पहली चीज ये है कि Mandala Vaatika does not have do's and don'ts. It comes from innocence. क्या आप एक फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट भेज रहे हैं फेसबुक पे, आप देखेंगे कि टाइम क्या है, राहु काल है, गुण यमगंड काल है, ये सब देखते हैं क्या? वी डोंट नो. व्हेन वी सेंड अ फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट ऑन फेसबुक, वी डोंट सी व्हाट auspicious time it is it daytime, night time? We feel like something, we send a friend request. Or you are going to call your friend, hey, come, let's chill for some time. Are you going to take your panchang, your almanac, and see which is the right time to call your friend? No. You just call. Mandala Vaatika is like that. Mandala Vaatika में एक भोलापन होता है. That innocence means there are no rules in Mandala Vaatika. The only rule that is there is for ladies who are in their monthly cycle. That too, smallest change. They can draw the mandala. They can do the Mandala Vaatika Puja. Everything they can do. Only आवाहन करने के टाइम में, when you are making the offering of the flower, the leaf, or the durva grass, you don't keep it on the mandala, you keep it on the side of the mandala. That's all. Otherwise, you can draw the mandala, you can complete the puja, you can invite the tattva into your life, no problem. है ना? तो मंडला वाटिका में ऐसा कोई restrictions नहीं है. It is a technology where there are almost no do's and don'ts. No do's and don'ts. This is not a rigid technology like the yantra technology. Yantra technology, there are thousands of restrictions. Today, people have got so confused with the restrictions that they don't even know whether what they are doing is right or wrong. है ना? So that is why Mandala Vaatika, please sir, just become innocent. आपको जब मन चाहे कीजिए, कोई गलती नहीं है उसमें. There is no. Some people said, oh, can we invoke Durga at night? Can we invoke Durga during the day? Can we do it during noon? Of course you can. Because this is not yantra technology. This is Mandala Vaatika technology. है ना? Suchit, as usual, asks higher questions. I understand 1D, 2D, 3D, but unable to understand the higher dimensions like 4D, 8D, 16D, and how drawing Mandala Vaatika on paper affects on higher dimension. Can you explain? Okay. Suchit, our brain, हमारा जो brain है, it is not wired to understand anything more than 3D. So first of all, our wiring is for a 3-dimensional world. 4th dimension is time. Because I can be in the same place, everything same, but if I don't give you the time, I cannot meet you. I have to give you the Google pin, plus I have to say 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. Then only you and I can meet. So in a way, time is the 4th dimension. But we cannot, our brain is not wired to visualize the 4th dimension. But everybody in this world, we cannot visualize fourth dimension, but we can experience fourth dimension. Everybody has experience. When do we experience the fourth dimension? The fourth dimension we experience when we dream. When we dream or we are in a very deep meditation, sometimes we can experience the fourth dimension. And I'll tell you why. In our dream, there is no concept of time. I can be a child. I can be my age. I can be a teenager. I can be anything instant. Within an instant, I can be anything. I can be at any point of time. Second, in my dream, I am right now here in Bangalore. In that same dream, in the next moment, I am in my college in Baton Rouge in Louisiana in the US. All this happens in dreams. This can only happen if the three dimensions are not limiting on our experience. That means we have found a way to go from Bangalore to Louisiana in an instant because we have experience of the fourth dimension. Experience. We are experiencing fourth dimension, but we can't see it. So it is like this is a flat piece of paper and an ant has to go from here, it has to go here, right? Now, for it to go, it has to go all like this, like this, like this all the way. If there is something blocking, it cannot go. It has to stop there. If there is something blocking, suppose there is a cut in the paper, it cannot cross that cut because it is only having two-dimension experience. But for us, we are three-dimension. Even if there is a cut, I can just walk over it because I can experience three dimensions. An ant experiences two dimensions. So it is like that. So we can experience in our dreams higher dimensions. Whether it is fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, we don't know because in our dream, I become somebody else also. In my dream, I can be now Prabhakar in the dream, but in the next instant, I actually become somebody else. I sometimes become an animal. I sometimes become a bird. I sometimes become an object. Obviously, I am experiencing higher dimensions. Because normally I cannot do that. I am I, somebody else is somebody else. But then suddenly I become my mother who is no more. And I am actually experiencing the world through her eyes in my dream. I know it is me, but I also know I am my mother at that time. So this is experiencing higher dimensions. Can we visualize a hypercube? I cannot. But if I open the hypercube from 4 dimensions to 3 dimensions, I get an object called a tesseract. It is like a cross in 3 dimensions. In 3 dimensions, it's a number of cubes. When all those cubes put together in the 4th dimension, they become a hypercube. But I cannot visualize it because my brain is not wired to visualize that. But obviously in our sleep and also in various states of meditation, 3 dimensions has got no meaning because I can do so many things that I can't do in real life. But in my dream, I am doing all those. That means I can experience higher dimension, but I can't visualize that higher dimension. Yeah, so that is fine. Yeah, so Sonal's question I've answered. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging. Dikshit, Archana Dikshit here says, what is the Mandala Vaatika for drawing drawing for Rudra Puja. This time observed all 5 divinities were invoked, Ganesha, Shiva. So Rudra Mandala Vatika is there. Last year, was it last year or year before last, our Agama school, our Gurukul, they had drawn, actually it was in the old Yagyashala, they had drawn the Rudra Mandala. The Rudra Mandala is exactly like Visalakshi Mantab look seen from above. It's all petals. They had drawn the Rudra Mandala. And there is a Rudra Mandala Vaatika also. Yeah, at some point, Gurudev will bless that also for us. Yeah. So there is a Rudra Mandala Vaatika also, because Rudra is an aspect of the fundamental tattvas, even before Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, and all that. The Rudra is one of the Rudra, Ishana, Sadyajota, all these. There are fundamental, yeah, they are all forms of Bhairava. Yeah. So anyway, to answer your question, what is the Mandala Vatika for drawing Rudra Puja? There is a Rudra Mandala Vatika. Yeah, so that will answer your question. So this is wonderful. I mean, we have 36 people today. I mean, on a Sunday, that is so wonderful. Yeah. So what are anything else? Please ask questions. Let me talk a little bit about the Saraswati Mandala Vatika, which I am going to announce after Shivratri. After Navratri, I am going to announce this course with the blessings of Puja Gurudev. He's already blessed. He has given me inputs. I took his blessing for the first time for the mandala itself. It's a very beautiful mandala. It's very, very pretty. And what is it that you can expect from the yes, Kala Bhairava will come. In fact, I had gone to take the final blessing of Gurudev for Kala Bhairava when Gurudev thought for a minute and then blessed Saraswati Mandala Vatika. The reason I believe he does that is because to experience more fundamental tattvas like Rudra, Kala Bhairava, Mahakala, and all these tattvas, the goddess of learning, how to learn them, there should be a tattva which gets us ready to experience Kala Bhairava and other manifestations. Yeah. So I think Gurudev felt, because all the time he has been saying Kala Bhairava, there's no problem with Kala Bhairava, but suddenly he felt that we have done Durga, Lakshmi, and he says, do Saraswati. So I believe he has said this for a reason. And the reason is that that is the base for learning. And what is so special about Saraswati Mandala Vatika and the Tattva of Saraswati? I will be starting, I will announce this after Navratri. And see, a lot of us think that Saraswati is the goddess of learning, right? So if you do puja to Saraswati, you will pass your exams. This is the fundamental connection. Every child is taught at home, please do puja to Saraswati, then only you will pass your exams. So anybody who is having exam fever will immediately go and do puja for Saraswati. So our understanding of Saraswati is she is the exam goddess. Huh? So whenever you have an exam, you have an interview, you have something, no, just do one Saraswati Puja and go. Okay. You have a music exam. Okay. So you're giving some Vidwan exam or you're giving some exam in the Royal College of Music. Then go and do Saraswati Puja before you go to the exam. So she is the exam tattva. Okay. So, but That is a very, very small part of Saraswati Devi. Very, very small. Saraswati Devi has 16 forms. 16 forms of Saraswati are there. We will explore every one of those in this Mandala Vaatika. 16 forms. And there are some fascinating aspects of Saraswati Devi. One is called the power of Vak. That form of Saraswati is called the Vak Saraswati. Vak Saraswati. What is Vak? Is very, very interesting. And it was an eye-opener for me. Vak Saraswati gives the power. When you say something, you don't even know about it, but you're just saying it. That becomes the truth. That happens. See, some people say, you have a black tongue and all that. Actually, it's not black tongue. Vak Saraswati is got the capacity that when you say something, and all true saints have this. True saints, I'm saying genuine saints, they have this. When the saint comes and says something to you, what will happen? You will say that I am having some illness. And the saint will say that you drink this water and you will become all right. The Vak Saraswati which sits on his tongue, the Vak Saraswati will make that happen. That is the power of Vak Saraswati. Just what you say, it is not that water somebody else drinks, they will be cured. No. When the utterance is done through the tattva of Vak Saraswati, whatever is being said, that will happen. Yeah. So Unnati asks a question. Immediately you can see how our mind works. Isn't it danger if someone don't have control on their words and say something? That is why I pre-qualified. A genuine saint. If Vak Saraswati has to sit on your tongue, you have to be innocent. And in innocence, you cannot do anything wrong. Innocently, nothing is wrong in this universe. Anything done innocently is not wrong. You can use your brain and cunningness to find out if statement is true or not. But what I am saying is a fact. If you do something from innocence, it cannot be wrong. So if Vak Saraswati has to sit on you, then first you have to become innocent. So don't worry about having negative impact. It will not happen like that. There is another aspect of Saraswati. Another aspect of Saraswati is when you talk, there is a magnetic quality to your words which will keep people immersed in what you're saying. There are politicians who actually do puja for that form of Saraswati. That they have that power to captivate people when they talk. It doesn't come for everybody. But if you have that Saraswati Tattva manifested in you, embedded in you, when you talk, people will be completely engrossed in what you are saying. Their mind will not go here and there. They will be engrossed. You see, when Modi ji talks, you don't feel like getting distracted because he talks at any satsang. When Gurudev talks, we are so much focused on what he says. Whether we are understanding, not understanding, that is a different issue. But his words captivate. That speech which captivates is a form of Saraswati. Like this, there are 16 aspects of Saraswati, which we'll explore. Thank you, Archana. But there were so many things with the exploration of Saraswati Devi that I was astounded. Yes, Tony, there are 16 offerings to each form of that Saraswati. Durva grass will handle all of it. So don't get worried. Durva grass will handle all of it. Many of these Saraswati offerings are based on the color yellow. This is again something very fascinating. Yellow, orange, that kind of a thing. So there's a lot of marigold, chrysanthemums. There is the amalthas, which is Cassia fistula. So many of the flowers which are yellow in color become offerings in this Mandala Vaatika. Yeah, so that is again very, very fascinating. So it's a beautiful, beautiful Mandala Vaatika. I cannot tell you how much I am enjoying this. Yes, Rucha, that is correct. What you're saying is correct. Even in Vishu, the Keralite festival, for the Malayalis, they have Vishu. That's the new year. This yellow flower, which we call amalthas, is very, the Indian laburnum, it's called, Cassia fistula. That flower is very, very auspicious because that color yellow. Yellow is related to a lot of things. Yeah. So one of them, and it is actually one of the colors of Saraswati. Yeah. So there's a lot that will go on there. So yeah, it's a fascinating journey. Saraswati Mandala Vaatika will be a fascinating journey because for a long time, even me, I thought she was the goddess for exams. You are giving an exam, do one Saraswati Puja, and you're starting your studies, do one Saraswati Puja and start. You're starting a musical instrument, do one Saraswati Puja and start. You're doing some painting, do one Saraswati Puja and start. So we always thought that Saraswati was basically for exams. Any test, or anything that you're going to learn, you have to do puja for her. But she is far more than that. Extraordinarily fascinating. Very fascinating. See, she is actually the Brahmini. That is, she is actually the Shakti aspect of Brahma. See, Brahma, we don't do puja to Brahma. Because Brahma went and made a fool of himself when he was trying to be arrogant that Vishnu should fall at his feet. And Shiva taught him a lesson and Shiva cursed him, saying that nobody will pray to you. So Brahma, nobody prays. But the female aspect of Brahma, because Brahma is knowledge. Knowledge by itself, what is knowledge? It is knowledge. But knowledge transferred into practice, that is Saraswati. So she is the dynamic aspect of Brahma. So she is the dynamic aspect of knowledge. So very fascinating. So while we can't do, puja to Brahma, she is available for us to manifest in our lives. Yeah. So it will be a very nice and fascinating, journey. Oh, people are still joining. Okay. We have a lot of people here. Oh my God. We have so many Old faces here. Very nice. Very nice. Shweta is there. Suman, Snehal, Praveen, Partha, Pankaj. Manisha is here. Madhu is here. Hari is also here. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so glad. Yeah, all of you are here. So 9:30 on the dot, we shall close our live session for September. And I will be with you next month on the last Sunday of October. And we will have another great session together. So till then, Om Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Jai Gurudev.